Have you been trying to quit a bad habit for quite some time, or have you ever tried? Many complain there's just no way to do it. But Jerry Valley claims he can cure harmful addictions. And how does he do it? Through hypnosis. And as these people may learn, he may also help you forget your name or think you're a big star along the way. Is there truth to hypnosis? Are people really cast under its spell? I'm Tanya Hart in for Tom Bergeron, and we'll see for ourselves on People Are Talking. Good afternoon and welcome to People Are Talking. We've got quite a show for you today. As we mentioned earlier, if you've ever had some bad habits that you want to get rid of, well, today is the day, because right now we want to bring on our guest of the afternoon, Mr. Jerry Valley. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Tanya, how are you? My pleasure.
Oh, thank you for joining us. Now, for people who don't really know what hypnosis is, maybe we should give them a quick crash course here. You say that through hypnosis you can really get people to break bad habits. You can also have some fun with them, but you've managed somehow to mix what we call clinical hypnosis with showmanship.
I've been able to do that successfully, Tanya, and you see, hypnosis is nothing weird or supernatural. It happens all day long. For example, daydreaming is a perfect form of hypnosis. Have you ever traveled down the highway and while you're driving you got preoccupied with a thought and go right past your exit?
Right, that happens to me all the time, unfortunately.
That's hypnosis. So hypnosis happens spontaneously. Now, when you're hypnotized by a hypnotist, you daydream and he tells you what to daydream about. That's all there is to it. And
you've been doing this for so long, for 25 years. You really sort of brought a certain kind of credibility to this.
I started when I was 10.
10 years old, I believe you. I believe you.
Well, I've been fortunate. I have had some good experiences with hypnosis and been able to bring it to the credible state so that it's acceptable on stage as well as on the clinical side.
Now, Jerry, you were talking about illusions or daydreaming. What's the difference between, say, the illusion of magic and hypnosis?
Well, the magic is called the magic of the eyes, where you see a trick and you're kind of fooled. You enjoy it. Most people enjoy magic.
Yeah, we all like magic.
Right. Right?
Everybody likes magic.
The magic of the mind works almost the same way. With hypnotic suggestion, you can create an illusion. I could say to a person, you look out and you see everybody sitting out there in bikinis, and they imagine that that's true through the imagination. The subconscious mind is a computer. The conscious mind is your critical mind. You're thinking about what to say, you're listening to me right now, and the subconscious mind, though, is working for you right now. Your eyelids are going up and down. That's automatic. You're breathing.
You're not trying to hypnotize me, are
you?
Okay. Got an hour to get through here.
Done. But everything automatic in the body, your heartbeat, your breathing is controlled by your autonomic nervous system in your subconscious mind. Now, in our subconscious minds, we develop images. A smoker sees himself or herself as a smoker, and they think they can't stop.
Right.
They think that when they have a cup of coffee, they have to have a cigarette.
So it just sort of all goes together.
We destroy that.
Does this work for everyone?
No, it doesn't work for everyone, and I want to make that clear.
Okay.
We have a program, it's called the 22-Minute Stop Smoking Program. It's 92% effective from the first day to the 30 days. And from 1 to 3 years, it's 65% effective. But it doesn't work for everybody. We're not trying to give that illusion. It works for a lot of people who you need to be willing, you need to be serious about it, and you need to really want to do those things like stop smoking. Okay,
well, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on, but right now you have some illusion things here that we're going to do with the audience. Right,
let me do, let's try a few things with the audience. Now, some of them are tricks, some of them are thought perception. All right, we'll try some. If they don't work, we'll just continue on. We'll go home early, right? If they work, let's just see what happens, all right?
Okay.
What I'd like to do is to come into the audience and have 3 people stand up. How about you? Would you stand up? Okay. And well, I need somebody up here. How about you, sir? Can you stand up for a minute? I'm not going to hypnotize you. This is just, and somebody over here. How about you, sir? All right? Okay, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to hand you this deck of cards. I want you to take the deck and just take a fast peek at a card. Memorize the card. Don't tell anyone what the card is, okay? Can you do that for me? Don't look at more than one card, because if you do, I'll get more confused that I am already, okay? Okay? So just, when I hand it to you, take a fast peek at one card and give it back to me. Go ahead, do that. Okay, give it back to me. All right? Very good. Now, can you do that, sir? Just take a fast peek, one card, and give it back to me. Okay. Now, remember, remain standing if you would. Remain standing. And you, sir, just take a fast peek at one card and give it back to me. Got it? Okay. Now, memorize the card. And what I'd like to do is... I was going back up
You were going to come back. You want to go back up there?
No, that's all right. We can stay here. I'll tell you what. Why don't you, I'm going to let you participate in this.
Okay.
Hold this deck.
All right.
And just kind of get an image.
Of the deck.
Of
Can
the
I look
deck.
at any of the cards?
If you want to.
All right.
You can look at them.
I can look at a card?
Yeah.
Maybe I
But
can
what
find
I'm going to
Queen
do
of
with
Hearts.
these three people, if I name your card, sit down. Okay? If I name your card, sit down. Concentrate on the card. Ace of diamonds, 5 of spades, 3 of hearts.
Very good. Very good. Now, I've got to go over here and ask you a quick question. You could stand up. I just want to ask you. Now, he named your card. Did he see that card at all? You're sure he didn't see it?
He did not see it.
He did not
No.
see it. Okay, Jerry, I'm just checking
Let's
on
try a
you.
few other things.
Okay. You didn't name my
no,
card.
I don't blame you.
What was my card?
Well, you went in. I wasn't trying to get your
All right.
card.
Okay.
Do you want me to do something with you?
Oh, I guess. Just don't make me look stupid, okay?
No, I wouldn't
All right.
do that. Actually, some of these are tricks and some of these are thought-provoking. Let's just do this. What I'm going to do is show you, well, we can show it to the camera too, all
Okay.
right? There are 3 cards there, okay? See it? Okay, now, let's show the camera. Can they zoom in on that? Am I at the right camera?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Looks
Now,
good.
what is the center card?
The 10 of clubs.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what I want you to do is, if you would, take the 10 of clubs, put it here, and keep your finger on it. Just slide it right out.
Okay.
Now, to make sure you got the right card, I'm going to show you the other 2 cards, which are,
The 5 of spades and the Queen of Hearts.
okay? You're holding what there?
The 10 of clubs.
All right. Now, let me just touch your finger. Remember, the hand is faster than the eye, right?
So they say.
Would you, on the count of 3, lift that card up, look at it, and show it to the audience? 1, 2, 3.
Ah! I don't believe this.
Right.
How did you do that?
How did you do it? You know, people always ask 2 questions. How did you do that? And will you do it again? Here's the answer. 20 years of experience and no.
That was
All right.
very good.
Tell you what I'd like to do at this
Okay.
point. Let's do something with the audience, participation. John, can you come out here and take this into the audience? We're going to use 3 people again.
Okay. I'll come with you. Oh, you've got volunteers now. People are raising their hands.
What I want you to do is, somebody in this section, have them write down 3 single digits across, like 2, 4, 6. I'm not telling you the numbers to pick, but 3 single digits across, and close the flap so I don't see it. All right?
Now, is this a word game that's coming up? Or you have one of those for us later on?
This is what we're going to do. Is we're going to take 3 numbers from that young man, and then somebody in this section, 3 others. Lady up in the back. That's fine. There's a lady up in the back, John. If you would let her write. Now, what I want you to do, ma'am, is to write 3 additional single digits underneath the 3 that young man wrote. Okay? Because see, we're going to have a 4th person add them up.
Okay.
And I'm going to try I said. I'm going to try to get the total.
Okay.
Now we need 1/3. Did you get a 3rd person yet? That can write 3 single digits. Now, John is not wired. He's not transmitting any numbers to me.
Exactly. I was just going to say to our audience and to our audience at home that John is your assistant, but he is really not a part of all of this, other than the fact that
Well,
you're asking
sometimes
him
he
to
works
do
with me
this.
on stage, but that's all. But these are numbers that they've picked randomly. I need somebody to add them up. Somebody down here.
We've got it. This lady has volunteered.
Where?
She's a math
all right.
teacher. I can
Would
tell.
you like to
up
add
in the
them
back.
up? All right. Let her add them. Go Go ahead, that's okay. Let her add them up.
Now,
What I want you to do, and ma'am, when you add them up, when you come down to the total, memorize the total if you would.
Okay. Now, as she's adding them up, I have to ask you, how does all of this relate to hypnosis, or is this just part of the illusion?
Well, I've tried to work in the factors of if you can see the illusions with your eyes, it may open up your attitude to accept the illusions of the mind, which I'm going to show you a dramatic demonstration in just a moment, and this is for your viewing audience also, that will absolutely amaze them. But can we do this one first?
Okay, we've got our total.
Ma'am, would you mind standing?
Let's run
and
down.
Tell me your first name.
Hold on. Wait.
Is it June?
June, yes.
Hold on. All right, here we go.
First name is June.
June, right.
Do you have a good memory?
Not so hot.
Do you,
But I remember those.
Have you ever had somebody with you and you said something that the other person said the same thing at the same time?
It happened to my husband and I.
All right, that's good. Has the phone ever rung and you know who's on the phone even though that person hasn't called for some time? Has that happened to you people? Okay. June.
Yes.
I want you to think of the first digit. Don't say it.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I need to write it down, so I need a pen from somebody that I can write on. Write with, rather. Can I have that
We
pen
need a
back?
pen. Can we?
Okay. Okay, that's a good pen. Good shot.
That's our invisible person from
We'll use
behind
the same
scenes.
magic pen, Tanya.
Got you.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, I might miss this, so if I do, bear with me.
All right.
I want you to just clear your mind and think of not the total, but just the first digit reading from left to right.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm going to write down what I think it is. As a matter of fact, I'll write it so that if you want the camera to see this, that's okay. But I don't want her to see it yet. Think of the second digit, if you would. All right? And I'm going to try to pick that up. Now think of the third, there's a third digit, right, June?
Right.
Think of that third digit. Now I've got 3 digits so far. Now just look at the whole total. Don't say anything yet. Okay, there's a 4th digit. Think of that one. I don't know if this is dark enough to be picked up, but okay, I'm not comfortable with one of the digits, so I'm going to X this out. Is someone in the audience thinking of the number 8? Who has the number? You do? What does that mean to you?
I don't know. I just
Hold on.
Can you wipe? Okay, wait a minute.
Wait.
What does the number 8? Why is that on your mind?
I don't know. I was just
Hold on. We can't hear you without the microphone.
But the number 8 is in your mind.
I was just thinking if you could read her mind, why couldn't you read mine? I was just
Well,
throwing numbers
I'm
at you. I
picking
don't
up the
know
number
why.
8 from you. Can you wipe that out of your mind for a moment?
You're disturbing our progress here, okay?
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to do. Tanya, you're going to go back to June.
I'm going back to June.
And would you yell out the total?
1356.
All right, here's what I wrote. I wrote 1856, but I changed it to 1356.
June, thank you so much. Jerry, I'm impressed. Well, stay with us. As you can see, we're having a good time here today, and when we come back, you're going to meet 8 members from our studio audience who were hypnotized earlier. Don't go away. show for you here. As you can see, we're having such a good time with Jerry Valley, our friend, the hypnotist, who has earlier in the show, actually before the show started, you hypnotized 8 members from our studio audience. Now, I know you sort of picked them at random.
Right.
I had asked 2 of the people, they said they had been hypnotized before, but no one else had ever done this before. I've got to tell you, I've got to tell the audience that when I saw you doing this, I was sort of a non-believer until they got into it. Especially the lady here on the end. So maybe we should have everyone introduce themselves. I know, we're going to pick on
Wait till you see some of the experiments.
I know. You're going to show us now what hypnotherapy really is all about here. But can we have everyone say who they are first, or do you want to do that?
No, that's okay. You can do it.
Okay.
But we're going to do the entertainment side yet.
Okay.
First, and then we'll go into hypnotherapy.
That's fine.
Okay?
That's fine.
No, they can introduce themselves if you like.
Okay, fine. Well, why don't we start? Where can we start? Cameras. I don't know who's shooting. We'll start with the gentleman down here on the end.
My name's Don Callahan.
Don.
Hi, my name's Sherry Lago.
Uh-huh.
Tim O'Donoghue.
Charmaine Kennedy.
Heather Merrigan. Diane.
Pat.
Uh-huh.
Judy Perkins.
Very good. Well, thank you for being a part of our experiment and for being such good sports. Okay, now, what are we going to do, Jerry?
We're going to do some experiments that I think the audience will enjoy, but they'll enjoy it even more because being hypnotized is a lot of fun. It's relaxing. You get into things that you would like to do that you probably haven't been able to do throughout your life. So here are some of the things we're going to do. First, I'm going to just move like this, and when I shake your hand and say sleep, just go right back into a deep sleep. Or I can just say sleep like this, sleep, 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 deeper and sounder. Just relax. And they go back into it because we hypnotized them before the show. Now I've left one for last, Judy, on the end. And if you would, if you can just get the camera on Judy, you'll see the dramatic effect of hypnosis and being in rapport with the hypnotist. Because all of the others are responding to the sound of my voice, going deeper and sounder. Judy, of course, is staring right at me, so if I, as a matter of fact, it's just me and you, Judy, in the whole studio, there's nobody else here. That's kind of funny, isn't it, when you think about it? So if I say sleep, watch what happens. And they go deeper and deeper.
Now, I have a question. Could I have broken that rapport with the 2 of
No.
you? She was staring right at you.
No. They won't respond to anyone but
They
me.
won't respond. If I go up
You
and
can try something if you like.
All right, I was going to say, let me just go up and touch.
Go
I
ahead.
know Judy is into this, but if I go up and... Judy, are you there? Are you here? Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean to talk to you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, sure, they can
she'll talk to you.
Oh, they'll
Okay.
talk to you. I thought you
just-
meant to have them do something.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just
Well, maybe
ask...
tell you what, why don't I transfer the report to you and you can do something for me?
Well, I'll let you do your thing, but I'm just curious. Judy, would you raise your hand, your right hand?
Yeah. See, now, here's the state that they're in.
Okay.
They know what's going on, they know where they are, but they have the compulsion to follow the suggestions. Watch.
Okay.
Everyone, nod your head for me. We're good friends, right? On the count of 3, you're no longer yourselves. You become world-famous musicians. You are here in Carnegie Hall. The curtain's going to open on the count of 3. You're going to play your favorite instrument, whether it be a violin, drums, trumpet, whatever. On the count of 3, we will play the tape, Brazil, and we'll get right into it. 1, 2, 3, go! Play your instrument. Just come out of it. Sure. All right, and sleep. Sleep. Sleep, deeper and sounder. Now, one of the reasons why we use a number of subjects is because along the way, some of them do come out of it by themselves.
Oh, okay.
So as we go along, we're going to get down to the better subjects and perhaps remove 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, okay?
What makes people come out of it? What makes some people come out of it and other people stay under the spell?
Some get disillusioned with it because they can hear other voices. They think they're not supposed to hear anything else. They come out of it, or they're just not into it deep enough, not enough concentration, not enough imagination. But some, as we go along, can get into it deeper and deeper and deeper.
Okay. This
So let's go
lady's
deeper.
She's sleeping.
Let's go deeper.
Okay.
Let's go way down deep. Deeper and sounder, way down deep. Deeper and sounder. As a matter of fact, the segment I was going to do right now, we can do while they're seated, okay? We don't really need to do it while they're standing. Let's do this. Donald and Tim, nod your head for me. We're good friends, right? Go deeper now. Deeper and deeper. And Heather, nod your head for me. Everybody else go deeper and sounder, but for Heather, Tim, and Donald, an amazing thing's going to take place for you. For some strange reason, you have now forgotten your last name. It's gone until I give it back to you by snapping my fingers once. Then it'll come back. But until I do, you cannot remember or say your last name. If you understand that, nod your head for me. Here's the thing. When I start with the young lady, I'm going to start with Heather, gentlemen. You two guys are going to think it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. You're going to sit there and laugh your heads off. You'll think it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. You won't think it's going to happen to you, but when I come to you, your last name is gone also. You understand that? Nod your head for me. You are unable to remember or say it. You cannot remember or say your last name. You cannot remember or say your last name. Heather, when I do it to them, you'll laugh your head off. You understand that? Nod your head for me. You'll think it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. Your last name is gone. You cannot remember or say it. You cannot remember or say it until I snap my fingers. If you understand that, nod your head for me. Everybody else be wide awake also on the count of 3, enjoying what's going on. 1, 2, 3, everybody wide awake. Wide awake, Tim. Wide awake, Donald. Listen, what I did want to ask you is just a few of you. You gave us your first names, okay? But Heather, would you say your first name again?
Heather.
And do you have a middle initial?
Yeah, A.
Heather A. What's your last name, Heather? Your last name. Donald. Heather.
Heather, do you remember your last name? You look startled.
I don't know.
That is the true look of a hypnotic subject, startled.
You do.
Try it again, Heather. Say your full name. Go ahead. Say it out loud.
Heather Allegra.
Is that funny, Tim, huh? Yeah. Tim, do you know Heather?
Yeah.
Have you met her before?
No.
Why are you so happy about that? I'm just kidding, Tim. Now, Heather, you pay attention. Watch Tim. He'll show you how it's done. Look at Tanya and tell her your first name.
Tim.
And middle initial?
E.
And last name is what? Can you stand
You've
up?
forgotten your last name as well?
Can Donald stand? Is that
Sure,
all right?
Donald can stand
Okay.
up.
Well, I was just wondering with the wires and everything.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Just
that's
don't
good.
walk too far, Donald.
Donald, how about these two? What do you think? You going to show them how it's done?
I think I remember that.
You think you do? Well, maybe you do. Let's just do this. Watch my fingers to reinforce the suggestion that it is gone, total amnesia. But let's see what happens. Tell her your first name.
Donald.
Middle initial?
P.
Last name. You got a wallet?
It's coming. Come on, Donald. I can feel it coming. Come on.
I know it. I can't tell you.
All right. This is good. This is good. Check your wallet. This is good. Now, let me tell you what's happening to him.
Okay.
He has not experienced total amnesia. He's experienced aphasia. If you study psychology, that's the inability to articulate. He remembers it, but he can't say it.
Can't say
because
it.
the suggestion was you cannot remember or say.
That's right.
Okay? If you want. Let's try something here. Go ahead, take out a card if you would. Let's do it. Tim, can you stand up for a second and read his last name out loud? Go ahead.
Callahan.
No, the full name.
Oh, sorry. Donald P. Callahan.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
All right, now watch my fingers. Say your first name.
Donald.
Middle initial?
P.
Last name. Let me have the card. Sit down, Tim.
Can't get it out, huh?
Donald, there's the card in front of you. Look at it. Look at it. First name.
Donald.
Middle initial.
P.
Last name. Here, let me give your names back to you in full force. Let me have that for a moment. Okay? You can say your full name.
Heather Allegra Merrigan.
You can say your full name.
Timothy E. O'Donnell.
And you can say your full name.
Donald P. Callahan.
Oh, thank goodness.
Can we do one more thing with Donald?
I'm amazed. Actually, we're going to take a break, but go ahead if you can do it quickly.
Do you stutter?
No.
You never stuttered?
No.
Watch my fingers. You will stutter only on your last name until I remove it. Badly. Do you stutter?
No.
Say your first name.
Donald.
Middle initial?
P.
Last name. Say it out loud. Say it.
Callahan.
Let me remove that. Sometimes you can help a stutterer. When I snap my fingers, you'll never stutter again, Donald. Never. Say your full name properly.
Donald P. Callahan.
Okay, thank you.
Oh. Well, what can I say, Jerry? You're great. You're great. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to watch our guests go through some dramatic changes, and also we're going to ask them some questions about how they felt during that last segment.
Yeah.
I want to know myself. Okay. Stay with us. Just having too much fun here today on People Are Talking. Joining me, of course, is hypnotist Jerry Valley, who has done some quite amazing things here. But this is going to be one of the most amazing things that I've seen, and I'm sure all of the women in the audience who have had children have always wanted this experience, to see what it feels like for a man, or at least have that, you know, that impression of what a man goes through if a man were to give birth to a child, right?
I guess so. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, we always want revenge for these guys.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to do something very quickly, though,
Okay.
to your viewing audience as well as the audience here, to show you the power of suggestion, the power of television. All right? Everybody, just do this quickly. Put your right hand up. Okay? You can do it on stage. Spread your fingers. Make a little gun. Make a circle. Look at the circle. Look back at me. Put the circle on your chin. Now, if anybody put the circle here and not on your chin, you responded. And anybody out in your viewing audience respond. That's a visual suggestion. That's why television is so potent.
Yeah, I did.
Okay? On stage, they're responding to verbal suggestions. Are we ready to do this?
We are ready to do this. Shall we explain to the audience what we're doing here?
Well, I'll explain it as soon as I
Okay.
get them back under, okay? Donald, you're doing fine. Okay, buddy? Thank you. And sleep. 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 And Charmaine, sleep. Way down deep. Now let's go a little bit deeper. As I count from 3 to 1, let's go deep, and I want you to use your imaginations. Go 3, 2, 1, all the way down. All the way down. Now I want this to come out of your imagination. As a matter of fact, all of you sleep. Sleep. Now, gentlemen, nod your head for me, Tim and Donald. I want you to use your imagination. I want you to stick your stomachs out. Stick them out. Just sit back and stick your stomachs out as far as they'll go. I want you to imagine that you are the first men in all of mankind to be pregnant. And we're going to go through a delivery. You're in your 8th or 9th month. This will come out totally out of your imagination. You'll feel everything. You'll imagine everything. On the count of 3, it happens. And with every count that I give after that, the contractions get greater and greater. All you ladies, nod your head for me. Ladies, remain seated, but you're the nurses. Now, you must tell them what to do. You must help them with the breathing. You must tell them to breathe and to hold their breath or breathe, or whatever you want to tell them. You must help them. So don't be afraid to just yell it out. Not all at once, just kind of take turns. On the count of 3, open your eyes, gentlemen. Look down. Everybody open your eyes. You are pregnant. 1, 2, 3. Look down, and the delivery begins. You're 8 months, 9 months pregnant. You're beginning to deliver. Tell them what to do. Tell them how to breathe. On the count of 4. Contractions are getting Go ahead. Help on the count of 6.
Raise your legs.
Oh my God.
Raise your legs. Throw
Look
your
at
legs.
that. Look, that's right. Get their legs ready. Sure. Get ready.
Push.
On the count of 7. Oh, you can hardly stand. Who did this to you?
Help him.
Who said help them? Judy, tell them how to breathe.
Stop pushing.
Oh, here he comes. Here comes an 18-pounder. Everybody sleep. You're back to your own wonderful personalities. Forget about what we just did. And you want to continue?
Are they going to remember this?
Yes,
Oh, good.
one of the characteristics about hypnosis, and contrary to public opinion, is they will remember everything.
Okay.
They will remember it. It's locked in. I'm not giving them amnesia. So when the people see them, and they'll be signing autographs for crying out loud before we finish.
Oh, I'm sure. I thought we were going to lose Tim there, but I think he's okay.
Tim, you're fine. Donald, you're fine. Back to your wonderful personalities. Go deeper. Sit up straight, though, and go deeper and deeper. Feel you go. Take a nice deep breath. Feel good all over and sleep deeper and sounder.
Yeah, you
Deeper
need
and sounder.
sleep after that.
Let me
one,
give
I'll
them a
tell you.
little. Now, I understand that they're wide, but they're going to be able to stand in front of their chairs, all right?
Yes,
Okay.
as long as they don't move out forward.
On the count of 3, I want you to stand up. 1, 2, 3, stand up. Everybody standing. On the count of 3, open your eyes and look at one of the lights up here. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Keep your eyes fixed on the lights. Spread your feet so you maintain perfect balance. I just want to do one thing before we do the dance routine, is that you are in a screen test. Keep your eyes on the lights. You're in a screen test to see what kind of imaginations you have. Show the director what would you look like if you were electric automatic washing machines. Go. Look at the lights. All right, cut. Show them what you'd look like if you were a percolating coffee pot with the spout and all. Percolate. And imagination's wonderful.
Oh, imaginations are wonderful.
And all they have to do is use them like we were children. Show them what you'd look like if you were, cut that, show them what you'd look like, this is the last one now, what you would look like if you were a tough police officer directing traffic. Go ahead. You're tough. You're tough. Come on, direct that traffic. Get that traffic moving. Get those cars moving. All right, cut. You are no longer yourselves. You're part of my dance team. You're famous tap dancers. Can we go? 1, 2, 3, go. Stay right in front of your chairs. Show them the fancy stuff. I don't think they need the music.
They need the music.
We've got a problem with the ballet. They're going to need to move around. All right, cut. Remain. Now, I'm going to ask you to do the next dance in place. In other words, you can't move around the stage, so do it right where you are. You've got a little space right there, but show them the fancy stuff. You're ballet dancers. Go. That's it. Do it in slow motion.
You're wonderful, Jerry. You should take them on the road.
I should. I really should.
Are they great?
How about a hand for them? All right, Pat, have a seat.
Unbelievable.
We'll just let them rest a little bit. Wide awake on the count of 3. Wide awake completely. Enjoying yourself.
Okay, good. We're going to give them a break.
Give them a break.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to see how you can quit all of the bad habits that you've ever had in life. And after all of this, I think we're all convinced that you can do it.
We're ready.
We're ready for this.
Okay.
Stay with us. We'll be back for more Talk. a lot of fun here this afternoon. As we mentioned earlier, if you have any bad habits, could possibly be the day that you get rid of them, because Jerry Valley is going to show us through hypnosis how you can possibly do this. Now, you were the originator of the 22-minute quit smoking program?
I'm a co-founder of it.
Co-founder.
Right. 22-minute stop smoking program.
Okay,
right.
tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's 92% successful. It's personalized. It's not a group. It's one-on-one. And my office is in Methuen. My co-founder is in San Diego. And we go out throughout the country teaching other hypnotists how to do this program. Plus, we each do individual clients. And we're 92% successful.
That's not bad.
And yeah, it's great. And after years' time, we find that there's some slippage. It drops down to about 65%, but still very effective. And people, I have letters in my office you wouldn't believe from people who thought, they walked out and said, you know, this thing isn't going to work, and all of a sudden, they've stopped smoking.
I have to.
But it doesn't work for everybody. I'll say that up
That's
front.
true, and you did
Right.
preface that.
Say
But I
it
do
again.
have to share with you that I saw some of the letters that you had
Oh, you
received.
did?
I
Okay.
did, and it was amazing to me what people said about, you know, they'd been smokers for years. I mean, years and
Yeah,
years
yeah.
and years, and this actually works.
My
So
mother
let's-
smoked for 50 years. She took this program at 68 years old and hasn't smoked now for at least 10 years.
Isn't it something? Well, let's see how it works.
All right, what we're going to do is now we have 5 smokers on stage. Smokers, nod your head for me. Now
We
listen.
should tell the audience that you did put them back to sleep during the break.
They're in hypnosis.
Okay.
They're going deeper and deeper with every sound I make, with every word I say, with every breath you take. Now, smokers, I'm going they have each a cigarette. In just a moment, I'm going to light the cigarette for you, and I want you to smoke it. Don't put it out until I ask you to. But before you do that, I want you to imagine the most horrible, vile, putrid taste that you could possibly imagine. The most rotten taste. Now, the cigarettes won't make you sick or ill. I want you to understand that. If you understand that, nod your head for me. They won't make you sick or ill, but you're going to make faces. You're going to imagine that you're tasting this horrible, horrible taste. Visualize that taste now. Get that taste ready, because when you smoke this cigarette, you're going to taste it. Everybody, eyes open. 1, 2, 3. Here, let me give you a light. Okay, just light it right up. And just smoke it until I ask you not to. That's how good I am at lighting cigarettes, right?
We should also mention that we don't normally allow smoking in our studio here at
just for
WBC TV, but we do have permission from the fire department today since Jerry's here visiting us.
Okay, smoke the cigarettes and taste it.
Is it good?
What does it taste like? Tell us. Using good tact, what does it taste like? Just tell us.
Earwax.
Diane?
Earwax.
Pat, what's yours taste like? What's it taste like?
Nasty.
Nasty. Charmaine? Give us a description.
It's just gross.
Tim?
It's no big deal.
What does
No
that mean?
big
Good
deal.
or bad? Is it good or bad?
Neither.
Neither?
It's neutral. Are you
Neutral.
a smoker?
Yeah.
Okay. And Donald, what does it taste like to you?
Yeah.
Can you give us a description? Something?
Yucky, huh?
Just, yeah.
It's not good. All right, hold the cigarettes out in front of you if you would. Look at them. When I snap my fingers, those cigarettes will become delicious. Perhaps the most delicious taste that you can imagine. Try it. Delicious. You'll smile, tell each other about them. Go ahead. Take a good deep drag and enjoy it. Really good. Look at Diane smiling.
No, she's
Look at
smiling.
Charmaine.
I know.
How is it, Charmaine?
It's like a Twix.
Like a Twix. What is that?
Charmaine, what is a
What's a
Twix?
Twix?
Candy bar.
Candy bar.
Oh, candy bar,
Pat,
okay.
how's yours now, Pat? Good? Donald, good? Not good. You're not a cigarette smoker, are you? Tim, how's yours?
It's great.
It's great. Oh, he likes to
So
smoke.
is it better than it was before when you didn't have an opinion on it?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Now, one of the things is, if the person on stage does not want to stop smoking, they could block my suggestion. They have the
Aha.
ability to do that.
Okay.
Let's do it one more time. Wait, Charmaine wants to get it in, right?
We'll
Okay.
get one ashtray.
I'm going to
with the
snap my,
transfer.
I'm going to take them in just a
Okay.
moment. Snap my fingers now. They're worse than before. Terrible, horrible. Try it one more time. Go ahead, quickly, quickly. Try it one more time. How are they? Is there anyone here that wishes to be a non-smoker? You do? You do? You don't. You wish to keep smoking, Tim?
I don't really care.
Well, you got to give me a yes or no. Do you want to stop or not?
Not really.
Okay,
Not really.
and you don't want to stop smoking. All right, just hold your cigarettes like that. Pat, Diane, and Charmaine, close your eyes. I want you, as I touch you, I release you from the habit of smoking forever. You will, from this moment on, respect and protect your body and never poison it again. You'll be in total control of your body and your life, and you like that. Take one more drink and remember the horrible taste and never forget it. Take one more drag. Remember the horrible taste. Now, would you all stand, those with cigarettes? Those with cigarettes, just stand up. Everybody stand up. Just flick your ashes in here, if you would. Put the ashes in here. Put the ashes in here. Hold the cigarette between your fingers. Stand up with your cigarettes. Remember that horrible taste. All right, now, hold the cigarette up between your fingers. And I lock your fingers on that cigarette. Sorry, I didn't hurt you. Open your eyes, Pat. You all right? I lock your fingers on that cigarette. I lock your fingers on that cigarette. Locked on that cigarette, Tim. Donald, locked on that cigarette. You cannot release the cigarette. Try to throw it into the audience. You can't do it. It's stuck to your fingers. Try to throw it into the audience. You can't do it. Try to throw it out. Go ahead. You can't do it. Now sit down and they'll release, and you can just deposit them right here. They'll release. You're free. You're a non-smoker now for life. Remember?
Now she still can't get rid of it there. Okay.
To respect and protect your body, and that's all you have to do. That's good.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Now, thank you. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to find out if hypnosis really lasts. Stay with us.
Become the stars, not just the director.
That's right.
Really?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
If a hypnotist is good, he gives them the spotlight and he steps out.
30 seconds.
Oh, I know. That's the one I want. We'll grab him afterwards, right?
What's that? Overeating. Oh, weight control.
Yeah, overeating, over shopping, all that good stuff. My husband would love you
This is my producer right here. How we doing, all right?
Oh, really?
Mr. Brian.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Hold the card up to this camera when you hold it up.
Okay,
Okay, we're going to talk. Okay, we're going to talk first.
Oh, yeah, let's
Right.
take
Camera 3?
Yes, you'll talk to him.
Welcome back to People Are Talking. Just in case you are just now tuning in, you've missed a great show, but we don't want you to get lost in what's going on here. Hypnotist Jerry Valley has hypnotized several members of our audience, and just before the break, he had 3 smokers who had been smoking for a long time, and we think that they may not smoke again for a while at least. So let's go to our panelists and ask a couple of questions here. Charmaine.
Yes.
Yes. Now you said earlier that you did want to quit smoking.
Oh yeah, I hate smoking.
You hate smoking.
I hate the attraction for the red and white box.
Okay, that's
what
interesting.
I hate
Well,
it.
after this last segment and being under the hypnosis of Jerry Valley here, how do you feel about smoking?
I don't want to smoke. I don't want to smoke. I don't like the taste. I hated the taste even more.
Okay.
This moment. Now, since I don't want to smoke, he has to fix me not to eat.
Okay. Our next guest, it's
Diane.
Diane. Diane, how do you feel right now?
I feel like I could use a stick of gum.
A stick of gum.
My mouth
You
face
have a
is
lousy
red.
taste in
If
your
I-
mouth? Right,
Very
the
nice.
nicotine
Really?
taste has to disappear.
Okay, now if I go into the audience and get a cigarette from someone and light it up and offer it to you, you don't really want that right now?
No.
Okay, how about you? Really? How long is this going to last?
Depending on how they accepted the suggestion, if they really want to stop smoking, then I triggered it for them. I gave them the key. Respect and protect your body. If they do that, they won't smoke. You can't do both. You can't respect and protect and violate it. So if they've latched on to the suggestion, and to be honest with you, Tanya, nobody knows who is going to accept the suggestion. If they've accepted it, if they had that spark of desire, then I've opened the door for them.
If they were coming to your clinic, how many of these treatments or how many hypnotic sessions would they have to go under?
Well, we give them a 1-year support guarantee. Now, many do it in 1 session.
Oh, okay.
Some need 2 or 3. Now, some do need reinforcement.
Okay.
But let me show you how to reinforce it quickly. Just rub the hand that you used to smoke with. Do this. Rub that thumb and first finger together. The hand that you used to smoke with. Notice I'm using past tense. Okay? And just say this to yourself silently. I respect and protect my body. I love being a non-smoker. Now let me show you a little demonstration that is dramatic. And you can have this. The audience has these cards.
We passed out these cards to the audience.
The audience can do it at the same time as the viewing audience at home. Now look at the card. Look at the sentence on the back which says, read the above sentence and count the F's. If you would just read it through quickly, count the number of F's, as in Frank, in that sentence, and then turn the card back to your lap. Very simple to do. Count the F's in that sentence. All right? Now let's go to your audience here. By a show of hands, how many, did anybody find less than 3? You found what, 2? Okay, how many found 3? Just about everybody. Did anybody find 4? Couple? Anybody find 5? Puzzled look on her face, like, do I have a different card? Did anybody find 6? 1 person. There are 6 F's in that sentence, and you can't see them because you are being blinded subconsciously. Let me show it to you again. Read it through again. See if you can find the 6. There are 6 F's in that sentence, and your viewing audience out there is going to wonder, where are the other 3? I'm going to reveal them to you. Did you find?
I only found 3.
Now,
I'm with the majority of the
please
group
don't
here.
be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. This has nothing to do with intelligence. It's a subconscious block. Here are the other 3 F's. Here are the F's. 1.
Carried it over.
1,
It's only
2, 3, and the 3 F's. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. You missed the 3 F's.
You're right, you're right.
Okay, audience? Now, you know why they missed the F's, Tanya? Because OF is locked into the subconscious mind as OV. That's the power we use. If there's a conflict between the 2 minds, the subconscious overrides your conscious power.
Isn't that something?
So by using this demonstration, we show them that the subconscious is more powerful than your conscious mind.
Isn't that
now
amazing?
You can take those cards home and show them
And
to your
try
friends.
it on someone else.
Show 'em to your
We have
friends.
a phone call right now. We're going to go to Steve in Natick. Good afternoon, Steve. You're on People Are Talking.
Thank you. I was wondering if you could tell me whether or not hypnotists can be self-taught by, say, a person of your own for the treatment of trauma, the pain associated with trauma.
Are you saying to become a hypnotist?
No.
As a client?
Learn how to become hypnotized by, say, an individual like yourself, so that an individual can self-hypnotize themselves for the relief of pain or trauma associated with it.
Yes, in many cases there are hypnotists working with pain control, and it works this way. The body releases natural pain reducers called endorphins. By suggestion, you can increase that. If the person is a good subject, they can actually do pain reduction and get rid of the pain, or at least lessen the pain. Because very often pain is amplified in the imagination and in the subconscious mind. Yes, you can learn it. The answer is yes.
Well, speaking of pain, I have got to go back to Donald and Tim when we were going through the pain of childbirth here. Because I'm sure everyone wants to know. I have to ask you guys, what did this feel like? Were you in pain, or what did it?
I can't think of exactly what I was feeling. It's too bizarre.
Childbirth is a bit bizarre, I must say.
Especially if you're male, right?
Especially if you're male. How about you, Donald?
No, I didn't feel it so much as I was like trying to
think it.
Think it. And the breathing, I felt myself breathing really fast.
Were you listening to the nurses trying to help you?
Well, she said she didn't know what she didn't know what she was doing.
He was in pain. He was in pain. He was almost coming out of his chair.
Yeah, he looked like that. I was worried about him up there. And were you nervous for him? You looked like you were very nervous.
Well, she was giving a lot of help, but she didn't help.
I didn't know.
Well, one of the problems we had is they couldn't move around. See, normally when we do that routine, the ladies who are the nurses get up and actually help them, but since they're wired, they couldn't move around too much.
Okay, well, you were great. I'll tell you, you're batting 1,000 here.
Right.
We're going to take another break. When we come back, we've got more surprises for you on People Are Talking. She wants the audience, the people call in if you want to be a part of the audience, right? Welcome back again to People Are Talking. We've had so much fun here today. I would just like to mention, if you would like to be a part of our audience, please call. The number is 787-7109. And on Monday, we're going to be talking about falsely accused of a crime. Monday's show will focus on people who've been falsely accused of a crime and how the ordeal destroyed their lives. We're also looking for an audience on Thursday. That show is going to focus on Americans biased against foreigners. The show will look into the bias some Americans have against some of our newest entries into the United States. So please give us a call if you'd like to be a part of our audience. And Jerry,
yes,
we've just had too much fun. I mean, we've got the audience hasn't even had a chance to get into some of the things they wanted to do. I've had people say they want to give up chocolates. A lot of people want to give up eating. My husband would love you if you could have me give up shopping.
Well, you should go to your local hypnotist, really, in your hometown. He can help you.
Are they going to be as good as you?
Oh, sure. They'll probably be trained by me.
Okay. Okay, we've got some other fun stuff.
We do just a couple more things there?
Yes.
All right, everybody stand up. 1, 2, 3, stand up. Quickly, stand up, be full of energy. Full of energy now. Open your eyes. Look out there and say, we love Tanya.
We love Tanya.
Say, we love People Are Talking.
We love People Are Talking.
We want to come back again.
We want to come back again.
Now, say we love Tanya in Japanese. Say it. We love People Are Talking in Japanese. We want to come back again, Japanese. All right, stay right there. Remain standing, sleep. All you ladies, on the count of 3, Whenever I say the word book, you're going to run into the audience and kiss any man wearing glasses. Tim and Donald, when I say the name Paul Revere, you're going to run around yelling, the British are coming, the British are coming. Eyes open, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget, I'm going to write a book this year. Watch your step. I'm going to write a book this year.
Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us.
And Paul Revere.